to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to a brand new segment on the Toffee Blues. My name is James and I'll be doing an Everton 24/7 report on a pretty much daily basis. I'll be keeping you up to date with all the latest Everton news and we'll be digging deeper into the topics that matter. Of course, the name on everyone's lips at the moment is a certain Andre Gomez, and his signature is expected in the next week or so on a permanent deal. We're all looking forward to having Andre back. Hopefully that'll be done pretty soon. But I'm here to shed some light on another potential signing from Barcelona, and that's the Dutch second-choice goalkeeper Jasper Cillessen. It's a name that's been thrown around a lot recently, with Everton and, who'd have guessed, West Ham being linked with his signature. But according to Mundo Deportivo in Spain, that is apparently a load of nonsense, and Cillessen is expected, if anywhere, to go to Valencia this summer. Not surprising, given Jordan Pickford is our outright first choice. I can't see us looking for a replacement for him. Jonas Little's just come in as another goalkeeper. Joao Virginia's been promoted to the first team. I just can't see where we would be spending some of our transfer kitty on another goalkeeper at this stage. So file under a load of rubbish and move on. The next one we've got is David Neres, which has really been popular on Twitter in particularly the last day or so, since Richarlison has come out and outright said that he'd be very keen to have Neres at Goodison with him next season. So we could be growing our Brazilian contingent pretty soon, and if there's anything to go by, he plays alongside Richarlison last Sunday, and they thrashed Honduras, Brazil. And he continues to be linked with Everton, along with a lot of other big names, granted. He says that he's very keen on the Premier League, and he officially said, of course the Premier League interests me. It's the best league in the world, and I've always wanted to play there. But I leave all that in God's hands. He's leaving that down to his agent, apparently. So make of that what you will, but Neres is obviously keen on the Premier League, and it's up to us and perhaps agent Richarlison to coax him to come to Goodison. If we can get him ahead of the likes of Spurs and Arsenal, that could be a real coup. But his exploits in the Champions League have obviously made him a very popular player at the moment, and no doubt, even if we do get him, he's not going to come cheap. We could be looking at paying upwards of 50 million at the moment, and that's the sort of transfer fee that's been dotted around. It might be an issue given that we're looking to make a couple of first-team signings this summer, and obviously the money's got to stretch. You'd imagine that Marcel Brands, given he's quite the smooth operator, he'll be looking to find some bargains this summer. And maybe 50 million might be a little bit steep, given that Neres, as I've mentioned, is playing at the Copa America at the moment, and in the same tournament, our own 6'5" Colombian Yerry Mina put in a solid performance in his group game against Argentina. He kept Messi and co quiet as his team kept a clean sheet and won 2-0. In the same game, another possible Everton target, as per the latest report in the last couple of days, is Santiago Arias. He played in that game at right back, and he currently plays for Atletico Madrid. He has past links to Marcel Brands. Make of that what you will. He's signed for him at PSV, so maybe Brands and Arias could cross paths once more in the coming weeks. You never know. It'd certainly be a transfer that I'd personally welcome, given that we've just let John Joe Kenny leave on loan to Schalke in the last week or so, and we do need to give some more serious competition to Seamus Coleman, get some more pace on those flanks, and really help Marco Silva's system come to life next season. The Everton links to South America are seemingly endless at the moment, and another deal which may well be off the table now is that of Santiago Sosa, the under-20 Argentine midfielder. He was heavily linked to Everton in the last week or so for around £13 million. But now there are apparently issues over a work permit, which may well have put an end to this transfer. Argentina's newspaper La Página Millonaria reported that his initial work permit application has been turned down. This hasn't come as a massive surprise to me. He's not been very well heard of until the past couple of weeks. He hasn't really earned enough points to warrant a work permit, and personally, if I was Marcel Brands, Marco Silva, I would be steering clear of this sort of deal. For future reference, I wouldn't really want to be getting sucked into another Henry Onyekuru-esque situation where we've spent a 7-figure fee, in this case it would have been an 8-figure fee, on a player only for them to never kick a ball for Everton. Granted, Marcel Brands is keen to bring in these wonder kids of Sosa's ilk, but without a work permit, I just don't see the point of these sort of signings, given he may well be a fantastic player, but we may never reap the rewards of his services or his success. Regardless, even if we do make a profit later down the line, at what cost? We're paying him a wage, and I just don't see where we can benefit on the pitch. It's a transfer that we could be well more beneficial to be spending the £13 million elsewhere. By all means, let us know what your take is on any of these topics that we've covered today, but be sure to drop a comment below and give us a like and subscribe as well. Until next time, thanks for watching the Toffee Blues. See you later.